Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Police nab 3 of 4 men who escaped Audreys Lockup last August. 3 of 4 inmates who escaped from the Audreys Police Lockup in St. Ann in August last year have been recaptured. They are Jermaine Rogers, Terrence Harland, and Javor Grant. The fourth escapee, Dennis Coburn, remains at large. Head of the St. Ann Police, Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, says Colbert, who is from Islington St. Mary address, was charged with rape. "We are using this opportunity to appeal to Mr. Colbert to turn yourself over to the police. Any police station across the country will suffice. Just to let you know that we are continuing our relentless effort to apprehend you," SSP Powell warned. He is urging him to turn himself in by Friday, July 14. Fire cuts mattress store in Spaulding, Clarendon. A fire of unknown origin gutted the Super Fur Mattress Center in Spaulding, Clarendon on Tuesday. The store containing sponges and mattresses went up in flames about midday. It is reported that the owner was inside the building when he saw smoke coming from the back and went to investigate. It was discovered that a board fence was on fire. The owner's efforts to extinguish the blaze was futile, and the fire spread, also threatening an adjoining petrol station. However, the quick response of the Christian and Mandeville Fire Departments managed to control the blaze, preventing further damage. The estimated cost of the damage is still unknown. Man charged with Nikita Noel's murder, rape, pled guilty. The 42-year-old construction worker who was charged with the gruesome rape and murder of 9-year-old Nikita Noel in Hanover 5 months ago is to return to the Hanover Circuit Court on July 31 for a sentencing hearing. The date was set when Omar Green made an appearance in court when he pleaded guilty to the 2 counts, rape and murder, on Tuesday. The court was also given a gruesome and graphic description of the sequence of what took place, the evidence found, documented, and the results from the lab and post-mortem examination. The post-mortem report indicated that the child died of a manner of strangulation, while the DNA profile from the exhibit provided included semen in the Institute of Forensic Lab and Legal Medicine has strongly linked Green as a contributor or, in some cases, cannot be excluded. Nikita, a former Esher Primary School student, whose family members found the called Joanna, was killed on the afternoon of February 1, 2023. Earlier that morning, the accused and the child's mother allegedly had a domestic dispute. Reports are that the 9-year-old traveled from school with her usual taxi driver before she and other passengers exited the cab at the usual spot, the foot of a dirt road leading up to a hill that leads to where her family lives. The child's mother raised an alarm after she did not return home as scheduled and could not be found. Community members and the police launched a search, and her body was found a few feet from the entrance of her home. Brothers charged for stabbing of Cumberland Schoolboy remanded. 2 brothers who are charged with the physical attack on a Cumberland High School student last month were remanded when they appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Tuesday. The 19- and 14-year-old siblings were ordered remanded until July 24. They are both charged with wounding with intent. They had surrendered to the police a day after the June 15 attack. The 11th grade student was attacked by a group of men who chopped and stabbed him several times. The student reportedly intervened in a dispute between 2 schoolmates and was later set upon by men from a neighboring community who were called to the scene by one of the students involved in the dispute. Dental surgeons threaten industrial action over wage issues if no response from Health Ministry. Public sector dental surgeons are threatening to take industrial action if they do not receive a response from the Health Ministry in relation to their wage negotiations by the end of the week. Reporters understand that the dental surgeons, who are represented by the Union of Clerical Administrative and Supervisory Employees (UKs), have still not reached a wage agreement with the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Health under the new compensation structure. President of UK's Vincent Morris told reporters that the negotiations have halted because the Finance Ministry is awaiting a response from the Ministry of Health. Mr. Morris said if a response is not provided by the end of this week, the dental surgeons will be taking industrial action on Monday, July 17. Among the concerns raised by the dental surgeons are the fixed-term contract policy and the classification of dental nurses and dental surgeons under the same bandwidth.
We had the last meeting on the 5th of April 2023. At that meeting, we put certain proposals to the ministry. They indicated to us that before they could respond, they would have to contact the line ministry or the Ministry of Health and Wellness, which they did the same day. In fact, I have a copy of the letter that was sent to them on the same day. Up to this time and point, the Ministry of Health and Wellness has not responded to the Ministry of Finance. The 6-term contract is perhaps the most dangerous thing to the workers in this country at this time. And it's been, it's been done at a fast pace. Everybody wants to have a 6-term contract. No benefits, no pension. It doesn't make sense. Why should I leave a job in the United States, good paying job, come back to Jamaica to help, to assist, and I get a contract for 3 years, and then I hear at the end of 3 years that is that being renewed? This is absolute madness and nonsense. So among other things, those are some of the main issues. Why, if we don't hear from both finance and health by the end of this week, we'll be taking industrial action come Monday next week.
6 Jamaican parliamentarians under probe for illicit enrichment, Integrity Commission states. 6 of the country's parliamentarians are being investigated for illicit enrichment by the Integrity Commission. This was revealed in the Commission's annual report for 2022-2023 reporting period, which was tabled in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. The 6 have allegedly breached Section 14.5a of the Corruption Prevention Act. According to the provision, illicit enrichment happened where a public servant owns assets, the appropriation to his lawful earning, and upon being requested by the Commission or any person duly authorized to investigate an allegation of corruption against him to provide an explanation as to how he came by such assets, he failed to do so or gives an explanation which is not considered to be satisfactory. In such a scenario, an individual shall be liable to prosecution for the offense of illicit enrichment. According to the law, it should be a defense of a person charged with an offense of illicit enrichment to show the court that he came by the assets by lawful means. Separately, 7 parliamentarians are being probed for providing false information under Section 43.2a of the Integrity Commission Act 2017 and Section 16.2b of the Corruption Prevention 2001 Act in relation to their statutory declarations. The Commission's annual report shows that at the end of the reporting period, March 31, 2023, the Commission recorded a 71% compliance rate for public officials and 92% compliance rate for parliamentarians with respect to the requirement to file a statutory declaration. According to the Commission, 77 of the 84 parliamentarians who were required to file a statutory declaration did so on or before March 31, 2023. Following the deadline date, 4 parliamentarians submitted their statutory declaration and 3 remain outstanding, the Commission said. It also said that one statutory notice was sent to the parliamentarian with respect to the submission of statutory declaration as at December 31, 2021, which was deemed invalid. The parliamentarian submitted the statutory declaration within the 30-day period of the notice. Meanwhile, 32 public officials were also referred for investigation. The Commission said that for the period under review, 158 complaints and information were received by the Commission, of which 59 matters were referred to the Director of Investigation, 58 were closed, and 18 matters are being kept in view. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification